So welcome to another podcast. We're here with a very special guest, actually someone that's, I would say, beyond a professional in his industry and space. I'm very honored to introduce to you Marcelo. Marcelo, thank you for taking the time today to talk to us.
Please, it's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your expertise, the business you've built here, and a little bit more about Dr. Aromas in general.
Okay, again, thank you. This journey started in 1993 in Argentina. Is when I just started to aromatize public spaces. And that was my introduction to the aroma scenting business. I was the second person in Argentina doing this kind of business that goes to public restrooms and try to counteract bad odors. I came from Tucumán, that it's a small province in Argentina, but I moved to Buenos Aires to grow my business. Yeah. When I did that, of course, going to public restrooms, we were doing some of the biggest supermarket chains on Buenos Aires. And one day they called me and say, my restaurant smell amazing, but my store smell like a restaurant. I say, oh, what's going on? Yeah. Let's try to find the problem. And you know, in Buenos Aires, we have a very polluted river with companies, they throw the garbage on the river. That is called the Riachuelo. And what I learned after a couple of days walking all the store to see what's going on, why that the store have really that bad scent, we found that when the air was blowing from the river toward the store, the AC unit were taking the fresh air and bringing the bad odor inside the store, and say, wow, okay, if the AC unit is bringing the bad odor inside, why don't you use the same AC unit to bring a good odor inside? And that was kind of the eureka moment. I spent the time and I patented in Argentina with my father the first system that convert your actual central AC unit in a big aroma machine, and was more or less, I like to say that it was before casinos in Vegas, but it was 1992, 1993 when this happened.
I think back then you were probably one of the first to actually think of aromatization within like public spaces, right? Like,
that's for sure. That's for sure. I was one of the pioneers on doing this. Now it's like every other store worldwide have his own signature scent. Yeah. But when we started, we moved from the restroom counteracted odor to be sure that we can kill bad odors, to a kind of fragrance that enhance the place. You know, the same way when you use a fragrance after you take a shower, that's what the idea. And yes, I was one of the first in 1993, 1994, 1995 that started with this. Then in 2003, a couple of years before, one of the too many Argentinian crises started. Unfortunately, I lost everything that I was doing it. My father, who was my partner also, and also my best friend, he died. Wow. For the crisis. And I decided, okay, it's time for me to move. And I decided that I wanted to leave Argentina, and I came to United States with $650 and the idea of the business. I was working as a dishwasher in South Beach, tried to make my meat, you know, trying to start all over.
Let me ask you, did you leave Argentina with the thought of like, I'm going to take what me and my dad did and bring it to the US and do bigger?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, because I know that we had something good. I know that we had something unique. The problem is to start all over again in a country that you are not familiar with. Yeah. I didn't speak English at that moment. I didn't know how to make a business. You know, how to sell a product. I never tried to do a business in the United States. Yeah. And it was different than what we were doing in Argentina. But all of that was a learning experience. And after I moved to the United States in 2003. I had a chance to sell my first unit in 2005. In 2007, I created Dr. Aromas.
Let me ask you real quick. How did it feel like going from 2003 to 2005, not selling any units, knowing that that's just what you did, right? Like, was that hard for you to be like?
Oh, well, of course, because, you know, like many other immigrants that we came with just an idea, just looking for an opportunity. And again, I came with $650. From the moment that I came, I know that I needed to do something just to survive, to have something to do. And yes, of course, it was hard doing whatever is needed to do just to move forward, but having clear that I wanted to relaunch what I know that I was having something that it was different. And it was the concept of the business that is right now Dr. Aromas.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. I had that vision. I had the vision for more than 30 years.
Good place, right? You're like, my dad's legacy, like we did this together and now I'm going to build it bigger and awesome.
Well, you say about the thing with my father. Okay, that's a third one. Again, I had a special relation with him. And it was not only my business partner, but he was my very best friend.
That's amazing.
And I still remember in 1998, when we came to the United States to offer to other companies our patent, and no other company wanted at that moment. They we were in success, but my father's biggest dream, it was being on the Empire State.
That's awesome.
And I still remember him when we went there, and he called my mom from the public phone and say, I'm living my dream, I'm in the place that I wanted to be. You know, it's almost no movie that it was done in the Empire State that my dad didn't know about that movie.
That's awesome, yeah.
Okay, he died in 2001, and it took me more than 20 years to come back to the Empire State.
Wow.
Even that I've been several times in New York, I was never able to come back to the Empire State because I still have the memory of my father enjoying that moment, and
as a kid too,
and I need a lot of therapy hours to come back, and I came back with my wife and my son just to make a closure of that. And that was last year.
That's amazing.
That was in 2023 that I was able to come back after 2001 that he died, but 1998 when we were together on that
That must
place.
have been a special moment, just like feeling that, like
it was
almost his presence of like the energy he left there for you.
Well, I still having him on part of the history, you know, and I show you the picture that I have where we patented
That's amazing.
that unit that we are proud of this, and yes, and you know what, I still having his kind of mentorship or the philosophy that he teach me for who am I right now, and I still having a couple of phrases that he gave me. One is, don't tell me what you will do. Show me what you have done.
That's awesome.
Okay, that's the first one. Okay, don't promise me. Do it. And then come back and say, okay, I did this.
Yeah.
And I still having this, and I also use this with the people that work with me. You know, don't promise me. Show me what you are capable of doing.
Powerful.
And the second one that is more personal, he said to me one day, you know what, making money is easy. You can buy a lotto and you can become a millionaire.
Sure.
You can marry with a wealthy family and you will become a millionaire. Or you can have a good idea of business and you make money from that. Now, it's not lottery, it's no lotto that make you a good person.
That's so true.
You know, it's something that you have to work every day to do the right decision, to treat the people with respect. It's not because you are married to somebody that make you immediately the father of the year.
Yeah.
You have to learn, you have to do it, and that's true.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in today's world try to buy that respect that can't be earned with money. It's like you earn that respect through your actions and your kindness and your giving, and so your personality is a big part of it. And a lot of people, I think, in today's age think that they could just pay their way for that respect, and it's impossible. Like humans don't work that way.
Right, but let's be honest, we live this kind of thing that where we see somebody that is successful with the money, I believe that is more like an envy, but we lost everything else that person can be. Maybe she's an extraordinarily good person, don't get me wrong, okay? But it's more than just it's a successful entrepreneur or a successful business person. It's other thing that has to go with that success. That is not just the money, and it's other thing, and that's what I learned.
That's me. That's a good lesson your father left you, because I mean, a lot of people don't get that lesson ever in their life, and to hear that is like a good reminder. And you had it early. Right.
And when I still have, and I'm sharing that with my son.
That's good.
Also, we have with my wife a 15 years old kid. That he wants to be a Broadway actor.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Again, he's in the New World School of Art right now.
That's awesome.
And he like to sing, he like to act, he like to dance, and we are encouraging him to follow his dream the same way that we did. My wife, she's also from Argentina, and she also came a couple of years before. We met here in the United States.
Oh, that's amazing.
And even that I came with $650, she came here with 1 week of hotel and 2 weeks of rental car. Wow. That's how she started. We had the same kind of path when we came from Argentina. But she came in 1999, I came in 2003. But we both came from, we lived everything. We came with nothing. We start from scratch, and we build something. And right now, we have our own plant. We have over 34 full-time employees.
Amazing.
We have over 700 buildings that we aromatize all over South Florida. The most iconic buildings in Miami are aromatized for us. And but we have over 100,000 homes that we have changed the way that they live inside their home. Now, regarding what we do and the way that we do, we found a way to convert your actual central AC unit in a big aromatherapy machine. You know, what happened in nature, if you go to Google right now, and you put the word hope or happiness, and you go to images, and please do it. You know, and you will see a lot of pictures of people walking by themselves or with families in a field of flowers. That means that we know and we are triggered that walking in a field of flowers bring you some joy, some happiness. And it's a lot of explanation, the why we perceive the fragrances, that we will not enter that because it's a lot of hours that we have to do it. But we understand that way to feel it brings you some happiness to you. And what happens in nature is that the perfume of the flowers are in the petals of the flowers, and when the air is passing through the petals, start to dry out the perfume, and it's coming to you, and you like that. The
drying of it.
Right. And it's a lot of fragrance, don't get me wrong. When you walk in the field of flower, you have a lot of fragrance surrounding you. But the way that our
chemistry probably
works, and the way that our brain takes the scent is something that bring us some kind of joy sensation, a happiness sensation. What we do with the central AC unit is copy that. What we do is just moist the filter of the AC a little bit that become the petal of the flower. And when the air is passing through the AC filter, the way that it's drying out is the same way that it's happening in the nature. And the way that you perceive that fragrance in your nose is the same way that it's perceived outside. That's why when people smell a place that is aromatized by Dr. Aroma to the central AC unit in the way that we do, will bring that sensation. And we like to say we are bringing happiness in a canister.
I thought it was going to be like a spray mechanism within the AC, but now that makes total sense. It's more of just a drying.
It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing that goes to the central AC unit. Now, in the United States, every home after the 70s, it is what built with central AC unit. It's more than 800 million central AC unit turning on in the United States every day.
Wow.
Okay, and what we are trying to do is take care of that space. You know what? When you have your home, you take care of the wall, the painting, the furniture, the decoration, to make the place yours. Now, the biggest space in your home is the empty space.
Yeah, all day.
Okay, all the air. Now, we take care of that. We make that your empty space, that is the 90% of your home, smell in the way that make you feel comfortable, that make you feel nice. And you are able to do it. I know that a lot of people have concern, that thinking that every time that you spray something, you are killing a penguin, some part of the earth. And we know, we deal with that. But I want to be clear. It is not the perfume, it is not the aerosol, it is the content.
Inside of that.
Exactly. You know, we work, and people know that we work with aerosol through the central AC, and even aerosol as a room spray. People know, and if they go to Dr. Aromas, they will see it.
Yeah.
Now, I also know that when people see an aerosol, they have concern, and that's true. But if you think at the aerosol, not as the problem, it's a delivery system, you then can realize that you're using medicine that is an aerosol. If you have asthma, you are inhaling a medicine through an aerosol. If you're cooking, and now if you're using a dry shampoo or something for when you go to the sun, the sunscreen or other stuff that you use with an aerosol content, and again, is what is inside the aerosol what make the difference. And what we have inside, and we are very proud of that, and I will share with you, and you can share that also with your audience, we have scientific proof done by the University of British Columbia that they tested our product working in the way that we suggest that people to use it, that not only doesn't affect your lung in no way, they even trigger some kind of good response that make you breathe better, and also clean the air that you are breathing in. Not only just leave a nice aroma, but clean the air for a lot of other sophisticated reasons, that is chemical reasons. But it's in that report, and you are free to share that because it's public. It's public domain.
I'll read it later.
It's public domain, but we care about what are you breathing. You know, you have to remember a couple of years ago when everybody was started with the electronic cigarette, and everybody was smoking, and then people start to die. Okay, because you are inhaling something that you don't know what it is.
Yeah, I remember the flavored ones, right? Those got banned because they were like inhaling terrible things.
Right, because you have no regulation, nobody cares, and people start to die. You have to take care of what are you breathing, you know? But when you breathe something that is made in a way that it will not affect your lung, yes, you can enjoy the happiness of having your place, your home with a nice aroma that make your place your place.
Yeah, unique to you. And your friends come over, like, your house is always...
Of course. And that is the quality that we use. I've been in this, again, from 1993, and I throw so much perfume in the air during these 30 years. And Miami now is the most scented city on the world.
That's amazing.
we put more perfume here than casinos in Vegas and other places, and people like it.
Yeah,
people like it because it's make you feel. It
creates an experience.
Okay.
Like I know I won't forget ever. I was in Dubai and I went to the Armani Hotel at the Burj Khalifa, and just when you walk in, the smell is part of the experience. You're like,
of course.
Wow.
Well, when I started, I did the first building in Miami.
Wow.
The first building that have aroma, it was me.
That's amazing.
And now we work with the company that they build the buildings. We work with the architects or the designers to give the place a signature scent that will match with the decoration, to be part of the whole experience. You know, and let's say that they plan to do with wood or something like that. Okay, we create a woody scent to be part of the whole experience. So sometimes they're more like a terrain or you know,
greener,
different way that they want to do it. Okay, and we create that specific fragrance to be part of the whole experience when the people are walking in. And that's why we have over 700 buildings in South Florida. Wow. And when you're walking in, you have this part of the experience that you don't know why, but remember this: you can go to the best place in Miami, the best one.
Yeah.
But when you're walking in, smell like nicotine or too much cigar or raw fish or something bad, you don't want to stay.
So true.
Even that the other four senses telling you this is great, this is great, this is great.
Visually it's good and all this other stuff.
But you need just only one to say, go out.
Yeah.
This is not good for you to stay here. Now, thinking the other way, you maybe go a place, but it's not that fancy or it's not that beauty, but smell nice, you want to stay.
That's so fascinating.
Okay? That's the power of the sense of smell. If you cook, you see that the milk is raw. You see that the milk is heavy. Why you need to smell it to confirm that you have to throw away? Everything is telling you this is not good. Throw away, but you have to smell it.
That's so true.
Okay, that's the power of the sense of smell. It makes us to make decisions in a more powerful way that all the other sense
can catch.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
And that's like, so when I saw your Dr. Aroma's title, right, I was like, oh, it's just a branding thing. But when you really look at how scientifically you dive into the smell and the content of the aerosols, it makes a lot of sense how important that actually is to a good product. And I think I shared with you my experiences buying the grocery store aerosol products, and you know, they make your head hurt. They're a little like not the best quality. And so just you sprayed in the office, and I was like, wow.
Well, and you walk and listen. You walk in our plant.
Yeah.
We have several tons of perfume there. And you had no headache.
Yeah.
Okay, and we have a lot of perfume there. We have 3 months of the whole perfume that we treat in the whole Miami. We have 3 months already of fragrance already on the plant, and you were walking in that plant, and you go out without a problem because the quality of the fragrance. That's the issue. That's the way that the fragrance goes to your nerve, and the way that the nerves take this, and it's a lot of again a lot of scientific thing that goes beyond of just this smells nice or this is no nice. But when you work with quality product, that's make the difference because it's designed to breathe in and have no problem. It is designed that way.
And I know you talked about previously the IFA, I think, standard, which is like the standard of a fragrance. So talk a little bit about that, because as a consumer, I myself didn't know the difference in quality. I just thought like smells are smells, right?
Right. Well, it's three big differentiation of fragrances. Okay, and then each one of the three also they expand more in more different. But let's say the three three most important are the one that you use for, let's say, a cleaning product, the one that you use for floor cleaning, where the actual product that you are using it is more dangerous than any fragrance that you can introduce.
Yeah.
And you just add the fragrance to take out the bad odor of all the other chemical components, but you will never use, I don't want to say a brand, but you will never use a floor cleaning and put in your skin. Because it will not be the fragrance that causes some damage, it will be the product itself. And then you go to a product to clean your kitchen or your bathroom or whatever it is that is scented, and this is the less quality fragrance that you can have because it's okay. Then you have the household product. The household product is for product that is made for homes that normally doesn't have a contact with your skin, but can have some touch with your skin. And that go from candle, incenses, a reed diffuser, plugins, and everything, because at some point you have to touch it, even just to connect it to the wall, you have to touch the product. This is just a little bit regulated, but not that much. And then you have the biggest one, or the highest one, that is the cosmetic grade fragrance. Cosmetic grade fragrance is a fragrance that is being done for touch your skin. That means that go to a perfumer company and they take out everything that can trigger an allergy, that can have a problem if you go to your eye or to your ear or to any, or if you have if you got hurt in your skin, you will be touching that product to you, and you have to be sure that when touch any part of your body will not trigger anything wrong. That is cosmetic grade, and that goes from shampoo, to soap, to creams, shaving cream, toothpaste, to whatever you use in your body. Now, even that the industry allow me to use the second version, that is the household product, we on Dr. Aromas, we use cosmetic grade fragrance to aromatize your home. Why? Because I'm sure that you will never get a plug-in and spray yourself. But I'm sure that you sometimes use your own fine, expensive perfume and have spray your room to make it smell nice. And the concept is, why don't give to your home the same quality that you're using yourself?
Exactly.
It is your nose, it is your taste, it is your health. Okay? And that's the beauty of what we do. We have put in a quality of product in a line of product that we can use other one, but we decided to go to the best quality of product that you can have. Listen, what you say about the IFRA is International Fragrance Research Association, the Research International Manufacturing Association is the two companies or the two institutions that they take care of the quality of the product that you can use. And we comply with all of this. Now, complying with this is like when the FDA, they say, okay, you can use this medication. But then you need a doctor that say, this is how you have to use it, because if you take 8 pills instead of 1, you will have a problem anyway. Okay. Now, then it's other organizations that say, okay, I'm able to use this. How much I can use this? How I can use this? In what way I can use this? That is another completely level. It's not enough just to buy, I don't know, lavender and put it in a dispenser and start using it. Because people say that because it's natural, it has to be good. Okay. Peanut is natural. If you're allergic to peanut, it will kill you. It can grow in your grandma home. It can be completely organic. Still, it can
be harmful.
People is allergic to grass. You want something more organic than grass? And people cannot stand on grass because it triggers an allergy. Now, that's why. And I understand that people are concerned and they believe that when go to a laboratory, it's something wrong, but not in this particular case. Because the fragrance is made that way. And now, United States and in the aroma business forbid about 15 products. 15. Europe forbid about 1,500.
100 times more.
Well, that's why the biggest aromas company and the biggest makeup companies,
US companies.
No, they're European companies.
Because
the rest of the world goes with European regulations.
Standards,
Okay? And that's why all these big brands are from Europe and not from the United States. Because the regulation. Now, we are an American product made in American facilities In this case, with European quality, we can sell Dr. Aroma's product in Europe without any problem. Actually, we do.
That's awesome.
Okay? Because we understand in this blend between how to deliver the best fragrance that you can make.
Yeah.
That's the conjunction of the two C's that we have. We are expert on delivery something in the air. And we have choose to deliver the best quality of product that you may have or you can have right now. And that's what makes us completely different.
Let me ask you, I know you, in that report, your competitors, do they have the standard of quality that you have? Because there's so many competitors, right? Like I know you guys have tested this at some university, I think in Canada, right?
Yes.
Can you speak on that a little bit? Just because, and I know you don't like to talk about the competitors, but it's important. As a consumer, I want to know that I'm actually inhaling the best quality for my health.
You know, everybody say that when the President Clinton say, it is the economy, you know, with the, I don't want to say the word,
yeah.
But in this case, it is the perfume.
Yeah.
We all have access to the same diffusers.
Yeah.
We all. From an aerosol to a diffuser that you just plugging in, to whatever. We all have access. And actually, we all buy from the same three diffusers, factories that they are in China.
Yeah.
Okay? And we change the color, we change this and that, we change a different logo, but we all buy from the same guys.
Yeah.
The diffusers.
Yeah.
Again, what is inside the diffuser?
Exactly, yeah.
That's the difference.
That's what I'm referring to, yeah. It's just,
that's the difference.
that's what you're taking in, essentially.
Because that is what you are breathing in.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what can trigger or know an allergy to you. It is the quality of the product that you are breathing in. It's not the diffuser. You know, I can bring one with can be pink, orange, or whatever the color that I want, and I can make it more beautiful or not. But again, this is just something that you are seeing with your eye.
Yeah, visually. The
problem is, what are you inhaling? What are you breathing in? You know, because when I go to talk with, sometime I got invited to Realtor, for the group of realtors, and explain how important it is, the fragrance on this building, because we have some of the biggest names of buildings in Miami. They are already a customer of us, and we met with some realtors that they are selling, and we try to help them to be sure how the aroma can impact on the decision of the person that will buy, and that's why we buy this 2 million, 3 million apartment instead of the other 2 or 3 million apartment, and the difference it's on minimal thing that you sometimes don't realize. And I always start with this and say, I have a friend that is a realtor, like everybody have.
Yeah.
Okay. and he was called to a person and say, I have a big singer, worldwide, well-known singer that want to buy an apartment. Who it is, I can tell you because, you know, PR, blah, 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 blah. And this, my friend, he started to look for the best apartment, the best view, and he started with decoration, with this, with that, and he put a piano, a white piano, and it made me perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he knows that the person who will buy the apartment is coming to town to see the apartment, to see, and he make everything perfect. And when he opened the door, it was Andrea Bocelli. How do you sell an apartment on a blind person?
That's so crazy.
Okay? And he took care of everything else.
Besides that.
But the buyer, this is an history that I create, okay? Did it happen? But it's just to put in the perspective. How do you sell an apartment to a blind person? That means that has to be something else.
Yep.
And the something else, it is the empty space. It's what makes you feel comfortable in that space.
Yep.
And sometimes you say, oh, the energy, you know, the vibra or whatever it is that we call, that say, this is home.
Yeah.
This is different. And it's not the piano. It's not that things. That helps, of course.
Yeah.
But that something else is what makes you feel, this is what I like. And came to the sense of smell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what say, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to and that's what makes us proud, and that's what make Inductor Aromas work every day, because we truly believe, and it's in our mission statement in the company, we truly believe in delivering happiness through the sense of smell.
That's awesome.
Because we know that we can do it.
Yeah.
We know that we can do it.
Well, after 30 years, you've proven it over and over and over again.
And listen, if I brought a piece of paper that is on LinkedIn already that say how fragrance has been with us from the very beginning of the humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, we have been using fragrance before the Egypt, and through the history, fragrance took place on this. The Temple of Israel,
yeah,
is part of the Torah. They have how you have to create the incense,
wow,
to be used there.
That temple.
But it's so secret, the formula somehow, that if somebody copy, it's a death penalty. Okay?
Wow.
Now, this was written 4,000 years ago.
Wow.
And if you see the history of the people and how people when they create songs, I miss your scent, I miss your this. We don't realize, but we live through scents.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why when you smell something, automatically trigger your memory that that smells like the cookie that my grandma used to do.
Yeah, it's like nostalgia. Like you're like
yes, or that remember the city or the forest near to my city. And sometimes they trigger a bad memory, let's say jasmine. Sometimes trigger a good memory, and sometimes trigger because remember when somebody in your family died and they bring jasmine to the funeral. But it is in you.
Yeah.
And you just need to smell it and automatically trigger that on the memory. And we know that happened. That's why we say we deliver happiness in aerosol and through the scents.
That's amazing. And it's like, that just goes to show how in love you are with the craft of something like this, right? Which is overlooked that, I think. People don't think about what could actually go into the making of something like this, right? It's like, it's just a product, but it's like, no, it's actually, you should care what's in it. You should care how it's made, who it's made by. And I think there's a lot of people that mass produce it that might not be the best person to be buying from.
No. I don't want to talk bad about the whole industry because we have big players. But yes, it's
as a consumer, though, it's important to understand the importance.
Listen, it's the same with food.
Yeah,
you can have an experience of your life having to a restaurant and being cooked with one of the master chef, and you can put in your mouth a blend of taste and shapes and things that say, wow, this is different. Okay? And this is kind of the same passion.
Yeah.
You can blend different things on something that you will breathe in and make you feel good.
Yeah.
Okay, and sometimes a fragrance can be 3 or 4 or 5 products, and sometimes a fragrance can be 50 different products inside. Wow. And of course, it's the quality, and of course, it's the blend, and of course, be sure that when you use it, will not trigger any allergy. Then you can like or dislike that particular scent.
The smell itself,
because that's how our test works. Is actually, we live in Miami, where we have a lot of Caribbean, Latin American population.
Yeah.
And we like a kind of fragrances completely different than the people that lives in New York.
Yeah.
Okay? Because in Latin America, we have less forest than we have in the north. And all these kind of things trigger different reaction on this. Pines doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Now, pines smell.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, and if you come from the Caribbean, that you are surrounded by palms, you don't have this kind of tree scent.
Yeah, you don't.
In your memory. But yes, if you go to north, you have that.
Pines are like
Pine is like home, exactly, and we want to use more like a Caribbean breeze or more like an ocean breeze because that's the kind of scent that we are believing when you live in the Caribbean, and you need to know what make you feel home or what make you feel better according to the fragrance that you came from. It's completely different cultural things. In the Middle East, they like more kind of musky, leather kind of scents, and in the Caribbean, it's completely different. You know, cultural is part of the scent that you want to be surrounded with.
So this is why they call him the doctor of aromas. There's the science behind this, and it's quite fascinating because no one would ever think about this. They'd just be like, what are the different smells? Let's just try them all out, right? But it's like, no, it's like really important where you're at, where you're from, what do you like, so many variables.
Again, it's imagine the same way that you do your home. If you like kind of Victorian, Louis XV kind of furniture, okay, this is what you like. But that means that you are not kind of a contemporary, kind of clean space or minimal space, because are two different things. No one is wrong. It's your taste. It's your taste. The same way with the fragrance. If you like this kind of furniture, of course you like this kind of or some kind of fragrance. And if you are more kind of I have no furniture at all, I have an empty other kind of space, okay, you will like other kind of fragrances. That's what I say. We take care of the empty space. And your empty space have to go according to your taste, to what you like for. You know, what will trigger to be on that space.
And speaking of space, the spray, I know you have a product that's a little bit different, right? The Everspray you were talking about. So normally when someone sprays something, it has a direction it goes, whether it's down, up, down. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yes. Everspray is our latest patent. We own 5 patents, but this was the last one.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Everspray is the latest invention that it took me 30 years to develop.
Wow.
Okay. And what we were able to do, and it's happening as we speak right now, is create a blend of propellants, a blend, or just bringing the fragrance or the manufacture of the fragrance in a way that will interact in a molecular level with the propellant, and then the valve, and then the actuator, and then all the other things that is happening inside an aerosol that make the result when you spray, the mist coming out from the aerosol is lighter than the air surrounding the mist. In that, what happens is that normally when you see an aerosol or you spray an aerosol, you will see that it's going down immediately. When you spray now an Everspray aerosol, you see that the spray is going up instead of going down. That means that we stay in the air for a longer time, and we even distribute, because stay in the air and just start to move around the place. And that's why with one spray we can cover over 500 square feet for more than an hour. When we saw that result, we sent to a laboratory to test it. And we tested against the 3 of the most well-known aerosol and the air freshener in the industry. And this particular result showed that we are 10 times, we have 10 times more fragrance than Glade. And 100 times more fragrance than Febreze after 1 hour. That means that you need 10 Glades or 100 Febreze to be compared with one of our room spray. And we are not talking about the quality of the fragrance. We are talking just the result to have something on the air. Okay, then the quality is another things. But just we have this. And how we make this to happen? Because we were able to reduce the size of the particle of the air freshener. Normally, the smallest particle that was created until now was about 87 microns. Mm-hmm. We have created a particle that is 37 microns, less than a half.
Wow.
Okay, and that's why when you spray, stay in the air, and that will evaporate before touching the floor. It will evaporate, but will linger for more than an hour. Actually, we have the test that it was taking the reading after 1 hour, but we know that the fragrance stays for more than an hour. But after an hour, we have that specific report. There is a scientific report also that shows the size of the molecule. Now, when we launched on July this year, we launched a press release. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of a good, funny thing that happened. When we launched it, because we're still a small company, mm-hmm. On the industry way to see it, we're a small company. And we say, okay, if we have something so unique, why we don't start offering to other companies that they have more customers than we have, this new patented technology, and make white label for them to sell this product, knowing that it's different. And we launched this press release to be show on Southeast, Middle East of the United States.
Yeah.
Okay. We launched it at 7:30 in the morning. 1 hour after was taken with from the Aerosol Southeast Aerosol Association. They were taken by the biggest magazine of aerosol that is in the United States. That was taken by the biggest magazine worldwide that is in London.
Wow.
And then in less than 48 hours, it was shared in over 60 countries. Because the video that we launched, where you can see the difference between one and the other. And what we wanted to be just, okay, let's talk about our neighbors to see if somebody wants this to have it. It become having call from London, from France, from Italy, from Brazil, from Argentina, from Mexico, from the United States, of course, and try to learn about the technology. And not only air fresheners company, we are working with other companies that is in the pharmaceutical field and other companies that is on the beauty field, because they are not looking for the product to stay in the air for longer time. They are looking for the size of the particle that we were able to create.
Wow. Excuse me, it's so small.
And they say, okay, I didn't create the product with that in mind, but happened that other people need to have this kind of solution that they were looking for a different product.
Application, yeah.
And we are now just on the working process with some big companies offering their technology for their product, and let's see where it goes.
That's amazing.
But it was a good. It was good. It is good.
Yeah.
It is good. It is good.
And that just goes to show the passion that you have for this industry and how you invest time, energy, and effort into creating something better and something different in the marketplace. And obviously, you see the successes because of it. It's like you love what you do. It seems very passionate about it. Yeah.
Well, I was always kind of what if guy. What if?
Questioning it a little bit.
What we can this be better? How we can solve this issue? What we can do? And I always want to say that, people normally say that they work with OPM, other people's money.
Yeah.
I say I work with other people's mind, because my field is not the medical field. But when I spoke with the scientific team on the University of British Columbia, I say, how can we do this? Or what we need to this done to happen? And they are the one with the knowledge to help me to create something. When I was working with the perfumers to make this to happen, I asked them, guys, how we can do this?
Yeah.
And then when I start talking with the company that work with the propellants on the aerosol, that the propellant is non-flammable, doesn't affect your sun, doesn't affect the greenhouse. The propellant, when we spray in the air, disappear after 20 days. It came to the air again. That means that it's like nothing happens.
Yeah.
But I put together people that are not only smarter, but they have other knowledge than me. But I need their knowledge to make this to work and put all the pieces together. And I have the UVC, I have the company that sells the propellant, and I have the perfumers working their mind to be sure that we can create this. And I was just working with them and we had meeting with the three of us together.
Wow.
Okay, I can do this, I can do that. Well, my product doesn't work with this kind of other product. Okay, we can take out this product from the formulation. Okay, because this product does, because we needed to make sure that we can put all the pieces in a molecular level.
Yeah.
And it was fascinating. It was a couple of years working with these smart guys to be sure. And the UVC, they tell to us, okay, you cannot make the size of the particles smaller than X amount because that can be problematic to breathe in.
Got it.
If you go to nanoparticle thing, that can be problem. Okay, and we were doing this experiment and sending to the UVC, say, okay, can you try this? Can you try that? And until we get it right.
Yeah.
And when we get it right, we had this, and we were able. It's so different that we were able to patent it.
That's awesome.
Again, we patented something that it was invented over 80 years ago or more. 1918 was the first aerosol was created, over 100 years, sorry.
Wow.
And we were able to patent something on this industry that is so different of what is happening right now in the industry that we believe and we hope that it will be the way that the companies will go now on, because we put the bar so high, because yes, you can create an aerosol that is good for the environment. You can create an aerosol that is good for you to breathe in without thinking that you will die or you will kill a penguin someplace on the air. We did it. We did it. Why the other companies cannot have the same thing? And hopefully it will become kind of a movement of the customers say, I want this quality because this quality, it is already on the market. And the room spray, without being an organic product, having no angel investor, having no $millions to go and try to hire 10,000 different people to spray this. We had that product, and we are growing organically. And the room spray has become the second most popular product in our store, with over 70% of the people coming and still buying the product after they test it. Because the quality of the spray, the quality of the product, and when they feel it, and I will say, give it a chance. Try it. Try the room spray. Try the product. And you will see the difference. If you don't like it, you can return it. That's fine. But we are so sure that you will like this that when the magazine from London, they saw the product, they wanted to do an editorial, and they did. I believe that I shared it with you. And at some point, I was telling him more about the Everspray thing, and it's like, everything looks great. Everything is like almost perfect. They say, okay, why don't you try the product? Well, we can accept, this kind of thing because it will not be an editorial. It will be like a paid thing. Say, the only way that we can do it if we are able to write what we think the product it is.
Yeah, like a real testimony.
We tested, we use it, and this is our opinion. Say, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm so sure of the quality of this. Let's do it. And I send the product to London, they tested the product, they use it, and they make a claim. We tested the product, and we can confirm the longevity and the quality of the fragrance.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that's a huge statement for an aerosol magazine, that is the biggest aerosol magazine, or the most important aerosol magazine worldwide. To make a claim of this product, it is huge for us. For a small company in South Florida that we started from scratch, that I started by myself, then my wife coming in, and now we have what we have the statement of the biggest or the most important magazine in the industry.
That's innovation.
Nice.
That's entrepreneurship and innovation. I think, I'll give you a little story. I moved to Florida about 3 years ago, and I moved here for a reason. I felt like the energy of South Florida was innovation, entrepreneurship, people hungry for building bigger and awesomer things. And so, and you're a testament to that. You're a guy came here with $650 and has built a company that's been featured in one of the biggest magazines in your industry, which is like,
it is huge.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it's super cool. And it's a privilege to get to talk to you and get to know you a little bit more. I'm excited to go buy some of your products. It's one of those things that it's like, I've experienced the expensive hotels with a nice smell, and I'm like, I want that in my home. And then I wanted to go to the store and try to buy those products, but it didn't give me the same experience from the hotel that I had. And now I know why.
Because the way that is delivered, and most important is the quality of the fragrance that you are inhaling.
I think
that's what makes the big difference. Because even if I deliver an economical, I don't want to say cheap, but a cheap fragrance or economical fragrance, or just the less expensive fragrance, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Even that I deliver in the way that I deliver, it will not be the same. That's why the best quality of fragrance that you can create, that we know will trigger memories on your brain.
Yeah.
In the best way that you can deliver the fragrance, that is my expertise, how to deliver the fragrance in the way that it will make an impact to you, to your nerves, to the way that you are inhaling it. When you put the two pieces together, it will make the experience of Dr. Aroma so different than everything else that is. And right now, it is a trend on the industry. You will see 10 of different companies coming in, offering this, offering that. Actually, you can buy diffusers. Go to Alibaba and buy a diffuser from China. You can have it. You can have it in 5 days.
Yeah.
The diffuser from Alibaba. The fragrance.
But what's inside of it?
What is inside?
It's going to come out of that diffuser.
That's the difference. That's what you have to be concerned of. That's why I invite you to go to, you know what? We all of us, we can buy 10,000 reviews for a couple of dollars because everybody offered that. Okay. Go to BBB. Go to Better Business Bureau.
The people that are not buying those.
Go to Better Business Bureau, that they care about real complaint of real people with companies, and it's free, and everybody can use it, and people normally use. Okay, go to BBB and read it.
Yeah.
And try to look other companies and see Dr. Aroma, and see other companies, and see what real people say about the product when you get the product. Because the same way, we all as a human, we trust when somebody say you something.
Yeah.
The same way that you trust when somebody say, smoke this, you will be okay until you die.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Okay? Now, and I don't blame the people, because people trust somebody say, use this, okay, why not? I use it.
Yeah.
And then you have problem. Now, some companies, we have the concern that you have to have the best product, because we know that you can be inhaling something that is not good for you. We know. I know.
It's dangerous.
Okay? And the philosophy that we have is just to be sure that you can be fine using Dr. Aroma's product without any concern, because we take care of that.
That's what I'm excited about. Like someone that genuinely cares about the product, and like it's such a capitalistic country sometimes that we forget about the quality of the product and the customer is actually going to be happy with. So, yeah.
And again, because the regulation of the country allow me to use wherever I want.
Yeah, less regular.
And people prefer to make more money and selling the product and make more money instead of selling a product that is the right product to use.
100%.
Okay, and we are that kind of company. We
Now they've heard it. We know the product is there.
Right.
It's there. Just a matter of, experiencing that.
You have to experience, and trust me, when you experience, you will become part of the 70% of the people that say, okay, I don't need to try anything else. This is it.
Yeah.
And you work with e-commerce. You know the having 70% of loyalties customers.
Retention's good.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is good. We have proved that our system works. And now we have proved, and after 2 years of been launching the new Everspray technology to the market, in our product, we have proved that our room spray has become the second most popular product, word of mouth, because the quality of the air coming, or the mist coming out from that particular product, and it will make a change on the industry. It is actually making some noise in the industry.
That's exciting. Well,
yeah.
I appreciate the interview.
Please,
Dr.
it's really a
Roma,
pleasure.
This is amazing. You guys heard it here first. We have an innovator, a game changer, and it's a pleasure to speak with you. And I'm excited for your company and for the future of what's to come. I think it's amazing what you're doing, and I love seeing the combination with you and your wife. I think that powerhouse is an amazing dynamic. But thank you so much, and hope you guys enjoyed this.
Thank you.